what can I say, man? Life gets better. But this advice I want to give to the 17-year-old me. Now, everyone has different personalities, different personality traits, different ambitions, goals, whatever. These lessons will translate to anyone and better anyone's life. But again, this is tailored to me because I've learned a lot along the way and I know this will help people. So, my most important, valuable piece of information and advice that I would give to my 17-year-old self is this. Stop being a people pleaser. These people do not care about you. The people that you are trying to impress do not care about you. The people that you are giving all your energy, attention, and focus to, and retracting that attention away from the people that actually do care about you, will lead you down a bad path. Now, for me, I grew up in an area that wasn't so wholesome. So I started running with a bad crowd, and I was very much a people pleaser. Very, very much so. So I would get involved in activities that I didn't even want to, like I was always a good kid. I didn't want to hurt people. So doing break and enters, stealing things out of people's houses and vandalizing and getting up to no good was not something that I ever wanted to do, but yet I did. And I found myself in a certain scenarios that I shouldn't be in. Generally, the person who gets locked up or gets bashed or killed or whatever is the person who's impressionable and doesn't want to be there in the first place. So be careful who you look up to, number one. And that's also just one example. Do not be a people pleaser to anyone. I would find myself helping people that didn't care about me for whatever reason. I don't know. I would get used a lot. So that must be a confidence issue or what, I don't know. But obviously 34, grown, I'm a different person now. There's no way I would put myself in these circumstances. So to cut that out early, I'm so grateful I'm here. I could be locked up. I could have got severely hurt. So number one, stop being a people pleaser. These people do not care about you. Number two, we're talking about that route. Don't chase girls. Don't do it. Now, this is the advice to my 17-year-old self. You won't find your first girlfriend until you're 26 years old. And everyone up until that point is going to play you and use you. And that is because you haven't worked on yourself. You are not the caliber of person that you need to be to attract someone of quality. Do not chase girls. Level your character up and let them not necessarily chase you, but let's have an even exchange. Find someone who you can add as much value to their life as they add to your life. If you have nothing of value to offer, you are literally going to be chasing people, and this is going to lower your self-confidence because you're always going to think, why am I not good enough, trying to bag somebody rather than thinking, look, I know who I am. I'm confident within myself. I can provide a good life for them financially. I can be there to support them emotionally. I can provide a fun life and be a good companion. When you know you offer value to someone, your confidence is going to skyrocket and you're just going to attract the right person. So stop chasing girls. Full stop. One of my most embarrassing things is, I guess, girl related, and I'm not going to touch on that in this video because it's a sore spot still. Now, this video is to my 17-year-old self. So Daniel, you're 17, you're about to join the gym. Good man, that shit will change your life. It has been the best thing I have ever done in my life, period, and I wouldn't have anything I have now if I didn't join the gym because it taught me discipline, focus, progression. I can see the lifts going up. I can see the changes to my body. It's a tangible way to grow. Once I started dedicating myself, I started seeing progress. I started to apply that to every area in my life. It's been the single most important component of my success. So you're about to join the gym, my man. Now, an underrated component to your success is you're about to start doing some personal development. Now, you're not going to read your first book until you're 22 years old. Start that now. 17, personal development. Really good books are, Think and Grow Rich, Secrets of a Millionaire Mind, Awaken the Giant Within, How to Win Friends and Influence People, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Read these. Was that 5 or 6? What the hell am I doing? Anyway, read these books. They're the best entry-level books. Remember, we are what we ingest. We are what we consume. Not just through food. You eat well, you look good, you feel good. You eat bad, you put on weight, you feel sluggish. It's that simple. What we ingest in our mind is just as important. It will change the trajectory of your thoughts. Thoughts become things. It's very important. Start reading early. I don't care if no one does it. I don't care if it's not popular. I don't care if it's boring. Do it early. It's going to change your life. The next lesson that will change your life, you don't have to worry about. Learn to spend time on your own. Fortunately for you, that's been your whole life. So just enjoy it more. Love yourself more. Enjoy it more. Because when you spend more time alone, you can't get pushed and pulled in any direction. You've got more control over your life. This is the most important lesson for any 17-year-old, any young male, any young person to have a great life. Sit there by yourself and visualize. Imagine. Albert Einstein says there's nothing more important than the human imagination. Because for anything to manifest in reality, it has to first exist in the mind first. So it takes time to actually sit there and think about what you want. That's not enough. Write it down. Create a vision board. You're young. You've got enthusiasm and passion and drive. Use that. I would create clear-cut visuals for what I want for my life in every metric. The car, the house, the money, the girl, whatever motivates you. Everyone's like, oh, I want purpose and this and that. No, whatever motivates you, who cares about anyone else? Now, I did put up Lamborghinis and stuff like that until I realized I don't really care about that. And I love helping people and I just wanted financial security and financial freedom and a family and love. I didn't realize that, but you've got to start the personal development journey. You've got to start setting these goals early. But clarity is key to goal setting. Clarity is key to goal attainment. You need clarity. Now, this video is to the 17-year-old me. Everyone who's watching this video, please take that advice on board. And that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're a young person, young male, young female, or even if you're my age now. These things apply. They will transform your life. You have to have a clear vision for what you want. You have to realize that you can be an asset to this world. You can be somebody who brings value to this world. You have unique skills, talents, and abilities that I don't have. And it's important that you realize that without sounding like a wallflower or a snowflake, you are special. But you have to bring that to light. Now, back to my 17-year-old self. Look, you are about to you're going to fall on some hard times. And you are going to be pushed to your absolute limit. I'm lucky to still be here. And if this video, I would love to take away a lot of the pain and suffering and wasted time. But this is probably the most important lesson of all. If I had the choice to do it, I still wouldn't. Because that pain can be power. And without that emotional intensity from all these setbacks, you may not have got to this level. So to anyone who's going through a hard time, good, use it. Because good is the enemy of great. And some people that have a good life do not reach their greatness. If you're going through a hard time right now, channel it. Most of the success stories in the world come off the back of tragedy, of hardship. But what are you going to do about it? So realize that life isn't happening to you, it's happening for you. And everything you're going through right now is just giving you the lessons that you need to become the person you're meant to be. But if you want to eliminate some of that pain, if you want a shortcut, get laser focused on your life. We get one go at this life. And remember, you have qualities that the world hasn't seen yet. You need to identify what they are. And generally, your passions and what you enjoy and what you're good at, both of those two things will combine for your purpose. Remember that. If you're feeling lost, just think about, what am I passionate about? What am I good at? Somewhere in between will be your purpose. So to cap this video off, without getting too mushy, is don't just exist. Now, Daniel, you existed from your whole life until we got to about 24, where you started living purposely. You let life happen to you. Grab your fucking balls. Take control of your life. Realize that life is what you make it. So take those things on board. Learn to spend time with yourself and love it. Attract the right people into your life, whether it's a girl, whether it's your friends. Don't hang around shit kickers and bad influences. Have a direction for your life, where you would like to take your life, and act congruently with the person who is already there. Visualize, write things down. Have a game plan. Live purposely. And lastly, life isn't happening to you. It's happening for you. So anything you're going through right now, there's a lesson behind it. So don't look to exit that situation, if that makes sense. Anyway, hope this helps. Life is beautiful. Life is what you make it. To my 17-year-old self, I am now 34. I have the career that I always craved. Even though people laughed at me when I wanted to become a personal trainer, now we have a huge personal training company with a massive team, and we just keep growing. I have the respect that I always wanted. I always treated people with respect for a long time. I never garnered respect, but now I do. I have financial freedom and financial security, and a family who loves me, and a wife and a daughter, and I'm aesthetic as hell, and I've got every metric that you could want. So life is awesome. So in retrospect, going back from where I am now, aligning the dots going backwards, they are the main key. So in retrospect, from 34 years old, all the way back to my 17-year-old self, as Steve Jobs says, you can't align the dots going forward, only backwards. As I align these dots, this is the advice I would tell my 17-year-old self, that your life is about to get amazing. Take this advice on board, change your life. Let's go.